Let us see if this game will ever end. Thank you to our final patrons, Strawbones, Rebel4765, and a Midnight Gem Lord. Now, we've done this breakdown / review and live reaction to chapter 201 of Blue Loco. Please don't forget to leave your own on the chapter in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, when you hit that little notification so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below in support for as low as $1 a month. You can like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You can also become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Now, let's hop into the review. What's up, guys? I'm Pencil here, and here we are to do a live reaction and review to chapter 201 of Blue Loco, which is known as... I can't see it. Give me a second, and I will tell you what it is. However, I heard the game finally ended, but I'm not sure if it's in this chapter, or the next chapter, or the chapter after that, because I know, I'm behind 3 chapters, so I need to catch up. Your boy was busy, but let's not waste any more time. Editing me. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Greetings. I do, in fact, have it on me. And considering this is peak lock, I highly doubt that I will not be drawing this blade by the end of this chapter. But who knows? Maybe there are such things as anti-miracles, because we saw one when Isagi stopped Nagi, so there are such things as anti-miracles. So maybe this chapter just won't be peak somehow, some way. Let's take a look. All right. Darn, this is really bad. Now that Noah's participating in the attack, number 11's movements are completely different. Stop him. I like it. And ironically enough, admittedly, Damon is someone who's a nobody. I have no idea who this dude is, but it is still cool to see this guy's under 19 somehow. He is under 19, right? Yeah, I think so. The under 19 professional player. He'd been in the streets before, and he's taking one look at Isagi and is like, his whole movements have changed. And this is after Agi, I'm pretty sure, already acknowledged that just a base Metavision Isagi, all of his movements had already leveled up. So this is a level up on top of a level up right now, and I think that's cool. However, once again, I think a big thing that's coming here, and I think why Kunigami is going to be the next person that they're going to have to properly bring over to Isagi's side, is that it's only because Noah is there. Because he has that extra perfect piece, that's the literal best striker in the world, his options and all that are much more open. So I think Kunigami, since we won't always have Noah, is going to be the substitute that he's going to need. He's going to need the physicality, he's going to need the speed, he's going to need that extra piece. And considering Kunigami has already not necessarily followed Isagi's plays, that's just not the case. Isagi and Kunigami both admit that, Kunigami's kind of just watching as close as he can and keeping up. If he can do that in the same way that Corona's doing that, and obviously Noah's doing that right now, then I think in reality it'll be a whole lot simpler. It'll be easier in general for Isagi to keep this consistent. And imagine he brings plays like this to the U20 because he has Kunigami, plus Rin, plus Shido, plus Corona, plus anyone else he adds. I'm assuming Chigiri. We're seeing a very, very limited Isagi right now. Because, with Noah on his side now, it's a 3v19 or something like that. It's legit crazy how much Isagi is currently fighting against his own team alongside the other team right now. So once he has a team that's at least neutral with him, not against him, I know he's gonna go crazy. I think it's just a law of nature at this point. That's how broken Isagi has become in the best way possible. But let's see. I've spent so much time here. Isagi Yoichi's a completely different level. Yeah, baby. That's why I like to say it again. Say it louder for the people in the back. Let the people in the back hear. Isagi Yoichi's on a completely different level. That's what I like. Bro is crazy. He ain't even got the puzzle pieces out. He ain't got the puzzle pieces out right now. He got the blank eyes out. Bro was on that Broly rage right now. I love it. Let's see. As he dives deeper and deeper into flow, Isagi's evolved state terrifies Manshine's defense. Give it everything you got, egoist. Darn. Imagine getting terrified by a 5'2" high school. Nah, I'm kidding. I forget how tall Isagi actually is. I could go look that up. Do I look? Nah. Because usually whenever I look something up in a video, I like cut things out. Let me not. Let's see. Bro is steaming though. Bro is steaming and sweating though. Like, I'm seriously wondering what the aftermath of this is going to be. Like, he said he needs to train physically more, but bro is currently like running on all cylinders. He's gonna have to like drop. He's probably gonna like get back to the locker rooms and just like straight dunk his head against the ground. But we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe bro has. I still love Kaiser. Okay, like, here's the thing. The moment he showed up right here next to Isagi, two goats right next to each other, 10 and 11. But I still love Kaiser because of something I'm going to talk about in Kaiser's own video. I think he's the perfect next step to all of Isagi's main rivals, whether it be per game, per arc especially. Like, Rin was very, very good, but it essentially was Isagi catching up to a Rin who didn't necessarily consider Isagi a threat. Like, until Isagi like showed up in the second selection final game and was like pulling out strats, pulling out plays, pulling out all that insane stuff, Rin wasn't like ever treating him as a rival. It was only when Isagi finally bested him, finally beat him, that everyone was like, you come with me. You need to be the closest to me when I become the best in the world, because you something different, you something dangerous. What Kaiser did from the start is acknowledge that Isagi has the potential to be dangerous. He has the potential to do something crazy. However, he can crush that potential as quickly as possible by being himself. And you can see him attempting to crush that potential right now by interfering directly with Isagi. And I think that's good. I think it's good in a real twisted way, because I think put both at peak performance, even with Isagi at this new level, Kaiser is also working with basics. Like, Yukimiya isn't necessarily on his side. I wouldn't say Isagi clearly isn't. Corona clearly isn't. Kunigami's kind of just running with himself. Like, a good chunk of his team is also not really working with him. And all Kaiser really needs is Ness. Like, as long as Ness goes uninterrupted, the magician can do his magic. And then bada bing, bada boom, Kaiser's good. So Kaiser really is just doing this for fun. He really is just trying to see what he can get out of this Japanese high schooler. And I think that's great. I think it's interesting to see a rival character that acknowledges the fact that the main character is an issue, yet at the same time is still better than them. Like, I think even after all this, even if Isagi manages to score, which I hope he does, even if he does do that, I still think Kaiser's better. He still has Kaiser impact. He still has way more experience with Metavision. He still is able to do all of this. He's able to casually just show up in the middle of Isagi's plays. So obviously, there's that level difference. Like, Kaiser, like, the Pokemon player in me is thinking of this. But imagine you have two pseudo-legendaries. Not legendaries, I'd say the masters are the legendaries, right? But say you have, like, two Garchomps. Right now, Kaiser is, like, Gen 8, end of Gen Garchomp. Max speed, max attack, 4 HP for the EVs. Jolly, Scale Shot, Swords Dance, Earthquake, Stone Edge. Solid. Straight up attack, straight up speed, all built to take down anything. Right now, that Garchomp is facing an adamant Isagi, or an adamant Garchomp, which Isagi is in this case, that's a lower level. Still has all the same moves, still is built to be all offensive, Swords Dance, Scale Shot, Earthquake, Stone Edge. But the difference is that with that higher level, it has more speed stat. It's faster. It has a stronger attack stat. It has everything. It has those extra little bits that make it better, and it's trying to crush the lesser one. So, like, put those two in a battle 1v1. Obviously, the higher level Garchomp's going to win, but the lower level Garchomp is still a threat to the high level Garchomp. I think that's the kind of dynamic I'm getting here, and I really like it. Once again, the Blue Hawk art, it's just chef's kit. Like, no more how. like teach me the ways, please. But let's see. Running in. What more 1-2s with braids over there, Yoichi? How boring. And like, this is the thing, right? Isagi is sweating, drenched, dripping, every other D you need in this scenario. But look at Kaiser. Bro is not in flow. Bro does not have any puzzle piece eyes. His eyes are not darkened. This isn't stressing him. He's not even sweating at all. He's literally here just for it. Like, he just wants to have fun and see what Isagi can really do. I think that's good. I think it's a, obviously, do not do this to your friends. If you want your friends to get better at a certain thing, do not antagonize them directly like this. Like, I'm not sure what the analogy would be, because like, I play mostly one-on-one fighting games, like Pokemon. Like, those are the games I play the most, and you can't like have someone come in and sabotage you. But like in any FPSs, like, I don't suddenly start friendly firing on your own teammates just because it's like, you need to get better and I'm better than you. Don't do that. That's how you lose friends. But in this specific case, in this manga case, I like it. I like it a lot. And I love how he feels so insulted. Like the raised eyebrows, like, really? Really? We're doing this again? You realize what happened the last time we did this. You got a nutmeg on me and the muscle-haired freak stole it from you. So like, is this really the way? Is this really the strat? No. But yeah, but you can definitely tell, once again, just due to the fact that Kaiser's not in flow, due to the fact that Kaiser's sort of just like keeping pace, running around, having a good old time, Isagi is definitely more locked in, which is probably going to make his metavision even stronger, I'd assume. Pretend that he got you, pretend that he got a step on you, and then ooh, I like that. I like that. So essentially, that's smooth. So right at the start of the chapter, Isagi gets rid of the ball, gets into Corona, uses Corona speed to get further up the field. Kaiser shows up, attempts to get in the middle of this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I guess Kaiser just straight up wasn't paying attention, because if he was paying attention, Noah comes between the two, meaning for Kaiser to show up on the right side. Oh wait, no, to show up on the left side of Isagi. Kaiser, if running behind him, still should have seen Noah right out of the corner of his eye. Like, I don't know how you missed him. Noah seems like a very hard dude to miss, but because of that, Noah's able to come out and pretty much interrupt it by being that like third piece. And then and I like that, considering the fact that they're both technically in the same place right here, since they're both to the right of Kaiser. This allows Isagi, as Noah's in here, blocking the ball off from Kaiser. For Kaiser, who's now suddenly shocked by the new piece of information, needs to turn his whole head to Isagi to get into his blind spot, like Noraya did. I like that. I like that. Yes. Now, let me stop. Trade places with no. Once again, look at the sweat. Bro's got to collapse. There's no way, bro. I don't even think bro's making it to the locker rooms at this point. He has got to drop. Nah. That, me personally, Kaiser, I wouldn't let my boss speak to me like that. No way. I'm letting my boss turn my insult on me. Me personally, I gotta fight you. I don't care if you're the #1 striker in the world. I don't care that the cameras are on. I gotta fight you. I'm gonna Kaiser impact the side of your head. Like, legitimately, what? Bro said, the fool is you. Nah. See, yeah, me personally, I just couldn't let that slide. Me, maybe someone else could, but me personally, I couldn't let that slide. That's crazy. Though once again, you can just tell how high level these players are. But the fact that this is insane high level plays. This has like not world class. I wouldn't say that Mensa guy is world class, but it has people who have played with world class people before sweating and concerned. Like, these are high level plays to even them, but to someone like the best striker in the world, leaping that high in the air, catching the ball on their foot and keeping it pushing, no stress, not a drop of sweat on them, barely even in the game, no flow, no nothing, no puzzle piece, nothing. That's how crazy these players are. Like, I'm really genuinely excited to see them go all out. Like, what pushed to a certain point. Like, technically, you can argue we've seen them go all out against the Masters. Like, but I think at best, that was really like Lava Hino versus Noah. I think that was the closest we got to the two going all out, because they were literally just, like, they were legit just trading blows. But, like, I essentially want to see them sweat. I want to see them push to their limits in a game. Like Isagi and Corona are being pushed right now, like the Blue Lockers are. Because right now, they're kind of just vibing, playing a lesser game. Sure, it probably looks cool. I bet it looks amazing. I bet Blue Lock TV is getting all the views right now. But in reality, like, look at these full-grown men just running around with these teenagers, not breaking a sweat. It's crazy. And Kaiser's been in the game the whole time. Like, I could hypothetically get Noah because he's only been in there for like 3 minutes, but even then, 3 minutes in soccer is a long time. Like, look how many chapters it's been ever since Chris and Noah got into the game. But even still, like, I used to play soccer, and I know 3 minutes in soccer is a long time. Especially if you're running back and forth, if there's constant counters, oh, it's annoying. So it's crazy that they're not even breaking a sweat. They're probably going at a nice brisk jog. That was perfect, Master. Something that's different. I feel like it's the Kingdom Hearts fan in me. Like, it's just Master. Like, I straight up think of like Master Yen Sid or something like that. Like that level. For some reason, I feel like I should think more of Star Wars. Like, I literally have lightsabers. But still, I don't know why. Master, and I love the way Isagi says it. Like, that was perfect. And in the way, since Kaiser's directly in the middle, they both have like that side eye looking at him like, this your man's? Like, I love it. I love it. Let's see. And slip behind him. Ooh. Okay. But we got some demons. We got some beasts. We got some monsters. I see Chigiri. I see that other defensive dude. I see Corona. And slip behind. And that's once again, it doesn't even look like Noah hits the ground before he vaults the ball over Kaiser. He probably did. It's just obscured by the text. But it's like he chips it right over Kaiser while Kaiser's in the middle of turning around. Though admittedly, you feel like Kaiser, if he knew something that he may have not known, that's the thing. He turns towards Noah to try and figure out what he's going to do. But since he's turned around, he's going to have to pivot another 180 in order to get to Isagi, who's now broken past him since he slipped behind. Oh, I love it. Blue Lock is one of the few, ironically enough, I say this, it's going to be super weird. Blue Lock is up there with like Sakamoto days and JJK in terms of how well the paneling tells a story, how well the paneling tells action. You can progressively see everything, even when it's supposed to be hidden. Like, I specifically remember when Nagi stopped Isagi, or Isagi stopped Nagi, I saw, in my first reading, I saw Isagi running in the left corner of the page, and that told me, yeah, Isagi will stop it because of how well the paneling is done. And I think that's beautiful. It's very easy as a mangaka. Well, no, not a mangaka. Don't do this for a living. So at least to me, based on the stuff I've read, sometimes it's easy for mangaka to just not necessarily care too much about that and just make characters appear out of thin air because they can. I don't blame them. It's very difficult to panel well. That's why we have comparisons. You either do basic paneling, or you do good paneling, or you do amazing paneling. And Blue Lock's up there with the paneling. I'm not going to lie. The way it tells a story through these panels, chef's kiss. And slip in behind him. Nah. Okay. He made his enter flow right now, because now he looks annoyed. Like, look at the stress on his face. He's like, I love it. I love how Kaiser just realized that, John, I read this dumb, stupid, idiotic situation wrong. I'm going to tear that kid limb from limb and use his limbs to beat my boss's head in. Like, dog, that's the kind of look I'm getting there. Only 30 meters left. If you were Kunigami, bro, you'd be able to take the shot. Me personally, I'd be Kunigami right now. But and he even caught it with his left foot. Yeah, I'd be Kunigami right now, no lie. But with that being the case, let's see. Only 30 meters left. I'm still outside my range. Just 2 defenders left. Kunigami's in the way. And he is in the way. Kunigami's a huge dude, dog. Like, he would legitimately just be in the way. I could use some support. I'll keep going forward. Interesting, though. It's very interesting to see that despite Metavision being something that's supposed to allow you to sort of see into the future, it's still like ever there's still a random chance in it, which is what allows for variables and failures in it. Like, the idea that Isagi is sort of just running up here with no real specific plan, even though he had a path laid out, is interesting to see. And we see that it's a constantly ever-evolving thing. So I think at the highest level, once he's going to be up against, like, the World 5 again, once he's going to actually properly be in a 1v1 with, like, Kaiser or Agi or any of the pseudo-masters, or especially the masters themselves, I think he's going to see that his version of Metavision, even with the protagonism amp, even with all that, due to the fact that it's still so active, it's not very passive, like it needs to constantly be updated. He's going to have to learn from Kaiser how to, one, maintain his stamina better with some more training and stuff like that, and two, know when to selectively blink it on and off. Like, straight up, okay, I need it right now, okay, it's off. Okay, I need it right now, okay, it's off. Because if he's in this area where he's constantly trying to analyze the field, he's gonna be slowing down. Like, just overthinking it will not be the best. And we can see Kaiser doesn't necessarily always have it on. He's flicking his head back and forth, but that's not even that consistent. So I think Isagi is gonna... He still has a lot to learn. I think that's good. For how good of an amp that Metavision is specifically for his character, it's good that he still has a pretty decent way to go with it, even after evolving it a bit. Isagi behind. Yo, why does Corona have such a fire design, dog? Like, even his manga volume art was fire. Like, bro, the sharp teeth, the slitted eyes, the upraised hair, bro, look like he's gone Super Saiyan or something. Super Snake. That's crazy. Yo, that looks so metal, though. I love how Chigiri, he really, like, my main sport after I didn't do soccer was track and field, and you can tell Chigiri really is a homemade, built-at-home, cornbread-fed sprinter, dog. He is straight slice it. Yo, I love how it's drawn, especially in comparison to someone like Isagi, who's, like, their cuts are much, like, more rigid. Meanwhile, Chigiri's, his is just, I love it. And Chigiri is sweating, steaming, bros, and flow right now. You can tell by how he's goes. He got that Danny Phantom aura on him. Don't forget about me or my speed. He gonna get jobbed, isn't he? I heard something about the back rooms. Lord, Chigiri, I love you, man. Don't get jobbed. Chigiri, please, just like, he's gonna have to get jobbed. He's up against Isagi right now. Dog, please don't get jobbed too badly. I swear. I heard something about Chigiri sliding to the back rooms. I was concerned. Please, Chigiri. Oh, Chigiri's one of my favorite characters. Please don't send him to the back room, Isagi. Wait, spare him. You can send Nagi there. Send Rayo there, please. Because he's talking smack too. Oh, no. What are you talking about? Oh, and I love it. I love it. It's just a constant side eye from him. He's not ever fully paying attention. He was just, what? You think you're relevant to me? But nah, the side eye's wild. He's gonna send him. Nah, he did that in motion. What foot is that? Is that his right foot? Nah, I think it has to be his right. That is crazy. He really... He really did send him sliding to them. And I, like, have y'all ever, this is gonna sound so weird. I think some people can relate. Like, y'all, everyone's had their ankles broken at least once. Like, unless y'all are demons. Y'all may be demons in the comment section down below. Don't get me wrong. Y'all could just be demons and y'all never had your ankles broken. If so, I respect your hustle and I fear you greatly because, geez, I've had mine broken. But it hits different when you were not in, like, basketball. You didn't get, like, mixed up by someone, like, hitting you with, like, a hessy or, like, doing some fancy ball movement, breaking to the left or, like, shaking to the left and bursting to the right and you just lost your foot. No, it's the worst in soccer when you go for a slide tackle to get the ball away from them and they do something like this and you just go, because you were moving at top speed. You were trying to stop them. And you just whiff. You just whiff and then slide and then just hit dead air. It is the worst feeling, and I was a defender because I wasn't in the best of shape as a kid. Still not now. So, like, I specifically would stand around and have short bursts of speed, and, like, whenever that happened, I just felt so embarrassed. because I whiffed. I straight 100% whiffed it, and it was like, darn. And I understand, just like Chigiri did, I would slide to the back rooms where I'd be like, oh, well, this is embarrassing. But dog, that's crazy. He put his foot on it and said, yeah, no, you can have that. And Chigiri had the wherewithal to react. Like he knew, like, wait a minute. That's crazy. It's also your egocentrism way before you arrived. Okay, so he does still have things factored in. That's a good thing, though. So he does have that partial, like, pure future sight where he does have things, like, inputted in constantly that he's going to worry about, like your Kaisers, like your Shigiris, probably like Rayo, like Nagi. But at the same time, he has to have those constant, like, data downloads, those data updates in order to make sure it's constantly on point. We can work with that. Nah, that's crazy. He straight up said, hold on. I love it. He steps on the ball, drags it back between them, catches it with his other foot, and then immediately taps it forward back to his, like that. The ball control is crazy. Like, I know Isagi isn't, I wonder what his dribbling stat has got to look like at this point, because this isn't the first time in this game after Metavision that he's, like, specifically outplayed someone with pure ball movement. Like, that's just straight skill. It's probably not Pachira level skill. It's probably not Yukimiya level. I don't know. He's kind of Yukimiya on people. Like, he is kind of blowing through the entire defensive line right now, purely with dribbling and other people. So, like, maybe. But, like, I really wonder what his dribble stats. It's got to at least be like A at this point, because you don't just casually do this with, like, what was his stat, like B or like C plus dribbling before. You don't just do that. Bro's leveled up with his technical skills mid-match, which is crazy to think about. Once again, you can see he's on something right now. Bro has no pupils. Where are his pupils? Nah, that's crazy. Bye-bye, princess. Me personally wouldn't let someone call me princess as I'm sliding into the back rooms. Could it be me? Oh, hello, egoist. All right, Nagi. I literally have a video for this man after this match, right? Like, I just need to sit down and record it. Whole video planned out. I have the fire title for it. I have the thumbnail in my dome. I have everything. I do have, like, a whole Google Doc of just Blue Left. Well, not just Blue Left videos. Videos I need to do, and like 30 of them are Blue Left videos. I know that's crazy, but, like, I really, if you couldn't tell by this point, I really, really like Blue Lock. Finally caught you. Nagi, where'd you even come? Nagi, where did you come from, dog? I can probably see it in a previous chapter. Where did you come from? Finally caught you. Dream on. Your only option is a frontal. What I think I titled the last one, like, Clash of Dreams or something like that. There's no way bro really said, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on. Like, nah, that's crazy. But once again, Nagi looks like he's back in baby mode. Like, for some reason, after seeing him give up, my respect and love for Nagi dropped a lot. You can see it in my other live reactions. I don't know. I'm not proud of him for being lazy. I don't know. I get it. As many as people point out in the comment section, it's just soccer, dude. Let them have fun. I know, but, like, we're trying to build the #1 striker here. The future best in the world, dog. You can't be lazy. You can't just have fun. You got to be different. And for you to just go back, this is why you'll never get another goal again. Like, this is why your booty butt cheeks. Nah, okay. He's still goated, but still, man, how he's fallen from grace. But let's see. All your movements are within my expectations. Nah, that's great. And once again, Isagi still is a relatively small dude with a relatively small build who hasn't had specific muscle training like all these guys. But Nagi, someone bigger than him who was in a frontal assault, couldn't put his foot in the way of or properly block Isagi, which is just crazy to think about. That's how far in the future Isagi is. He's like, your movements, your plans, your thoughts, your existence, your will, they're all within my purview, Nagi. You are nothing. I love it. Or within my expectations, Nagi. Ready with nice fake, great. And once again, Corona, like, he's not like orchestrating the plays, right? My arm has fallen asleep. It's not like he's orchestrating the plays or anything, right? he's just following along. Ironically enough, in a very similar position to Kunigami, but still, this is very impressive. Like, bro has also been playing the whole game, firing on max cylinders too. Except the only thing that he's not necessarily operating max cylinders on is his like defenses, or not his mental stack is not as high as Isagi's is right now. It simply is not that high, and thusly, due to that, he's able to keep up. But still, that's crazy. Like, I really want to see Corona's bounty. Not bounty. We ain't in One Piece. Not yet. But I really want to see Corona's status after this game. Like, what he's ranked at, and how much money he's getting. Because he's got to be higher than previous game Isagi. Like, he's been crucial throughout this entire game. Bro's been going crazy. Really, really liking Corona. For a character who you can see all the way back in chapter 1, I'm pretty sure. I believe it's Kaneshiro Sensei. Kaneshiro Sensei was cooking. I like it. Ready when you are. Here's the guy from the start of the chapter. Nah. I keep saying me person. Nah, but the way that Isagi's like, right on the back, he's like, you dum-dum. You have to push it. See you later, genius. And, okay, I do like that. I do like this sweat and terror in Nagi's eye. Because I think he's finally realizing, if he loses this game, which I think they will, if he loses this game, he's going to realize that he made a mistake. He's going to realize that he never did actually beat Isagi. And the one technical time he did was unbelievably lucky. And while that is an aspect, the U20 game, or the the second selection ending was all about luck and how you need to incorporate it. And obviously, the main puzzle piece that Isagi got at the end of the U20 game was luck. It's the level of ego here that's different, where Nagi took one win and called it a day. Isagi will never rest. And I think Nagi's realizing that in his laziness, in his unwillingness to change and just do what he thinks is fun and easy, he's going to get left behind, and he's really going to get bullied. And you can see it. Just look at his face. Look at the despair in his face. Like, he's like, this is the monster I made. Which is, once again, amazing to think. If you go back throughout the series and notice, Nagi very consistently awakens people for some reason. Like, it's just a common thread that the unawakened wakes people up, which is so hilarious. One left. Just one left. All I gotta do now is match up with Corona's cross. If I can get past this defender, I'll score. Right, left, last choice. This guy's like, wait, wouldn't that be offsides though? Well, I guess, maybe not. I think so. I don't think so. Never mind. Right, left. I have to hit him with the mix-up. Last Yukimiya, dog. Sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. This is not your place. This is not your game. Go find something else to do, buddy. What are we doing? You fool. You stupid ass. Nah, last chance. He doesn't look as shocked as before though. And he's still got the puzzle piece eyes. He's still got the puzzle piece eye. This is all according to Keikaku. Crush Isagi, devour. You see, and this is very specifically because he doesn't have the flow eyes. He's literally just copying Rin, like right now, like crush, kill, devour. Like really, like I know what you're trying to do. I think he's trying to psych himself up in the flow. But I don't know. Like, come on now. Really, Yukimiya. This is what we're resorting to. Copying a better player. This is what we're doing. Really? This isn't your ego, Yukimiya. Come on now. You about to get used as a puzzle piece, dog. You're just a part of the game, boy. Like, come on. Let's see. Once again, the art is just like, dog, the different details here, the white line shading, all the level in the glasses, the different folds in the nose, the steam running out of his mouth, the sweat drop. Nomura, give me your skill. Let me just like, if there was one monk, no, admittedly, that would be Murata. It would have to be Murata. Murata Sensei would have to be like, Oh, you're willing to sacrifice your skills to me? I would just take it. I would just be drawing stuff left and right. Crush power. Huh? I'll hijack Kuroda's cross. I'm faster than Isagi. If I get to the ball first, it's my win. Okay, I see the thought process. I was keeping track of Isagi's movements the entire time. Okay, so he's doing exactly what Isagi did to Kaiser. I like that. I like that. It's my... Why that low-key... that low-key scared me. I don't know what... The way that he drew it. Why does he look like that? No, that is more like Rin's flow. That, like, off-putting kind of weird... Dog, what? Bro, like, look at his... He has no nose. He has no features. He just... Perfect timing. He's out of it. He is simultaneously so into it, yet he is out of it. Look at his face, dog. Like, I specifically remember, I'm flashing all the way back to high school. I very specifically remember, there's this one dude that when he really got into a game, bro was terrifying. Bro's a monster. Bro's a beast. I may make a whole story talking about him. I remember there's this one time, like, we had split the teams unevenly, so, like, a lot of the people who were good and invested in Jim were, like, on one side, and he was pretty much darn near alone on his side, and, like, just something snapped inside of him. Like, bro turned into an insane next-level player that was, like, low-key he was literally pulling an Isagi right now. Like, he was straight up, like, 1v5ing us, and we were like, whoa, where did this come from? Like, that unconscious fear response where it's like, whoa, this is not within the parameters, dog. Where are you getting this data from? Like, that is what I kind of feel with Isagi here, and I love it. Wow, that's flow right there, though. That's that terrifying level where you are not overwhelmed, yet you are not disinterested. I love it. Huh? Isagi, the opposite? Bro, he's literally been breaking behind people all game. What'd you expect? By making me make the first move, he forced the defender to cover me. I love this guy's icon. Using me as bait, he's attacking the space that just opened. He tricked me. No. Wow. Shock horror. The master trickster, deceiver, and illusionist played you, dog. Mind-blowing. No way. He managed to read that far ahead. Not only just me, but every single person on the field. I hope this finally shatters him. I hope he realizes that he needs to have faith in somebody else, and it's believe. But like, Yukimiya, I hope you shatter, dog. Like Kyoko Soegetsu, dog. I hope you shatter. I love how sad he looks. He's like, no, my dreams, no, oh, no. Yes, I hope your dreams shatter. But now let's see. We've been dancing on the... That's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. We've been dancing on the... Like, it's mainly only because, like, I've been reading God of High School, and obviously, like, I think, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago, Overly Sarcastic Productions just dropped, like, Sun Wukong, or Journey to the West, part, like, 10 or whatever. And I was simply like, oh, yeah, let me rewatch the whole thing. Just because they're fantastic for, like, background discussion and videos. And I specifically remember dancing on the Buddha's palm. And I love how, in a way, Yukimiya, through saying something like that, is directly admitting, oh, yep, it's no longer offsides because someone's in the penalty box. But I love how Yukimiya is directly admitting that Isagi has reached enlightenment where he has fallen and failed to. He's still consumed by the vices of the world, as Sun Wukong could not even leave the Buddha's hand. Calling Isagi a deity, that's crazy. I'm loving it. Man, I need a new nickname for bro. I can't just call him the puzzle piece monster. The flying puzzle piece, I can't do that. I gotta give him something else. We've been dancing. Nah, no way that's crazy. How egotistical. Here you go. And Corona's best boy, dog. He's all for it. Like, he's straight up amused at Yukimiya's suffering. I love it. Here you go. There's no way I can catch up to him. Isagi Yoichi will definitely become a player that will change the world, while my fantasy will fade into obscurity. Yes. That's... Chapter ain't even over. Yes. Yes, yes, it is worthy. Like the chapter could literally turn into the worst thing ever, and just on this one panel alone, it would literally be perfect. Like there's nothing. Finally breaking Yukimiya. Beautiful. I love it. Fade to obscurity, forgotten forever. Yes. Oh shoot. Oh, he's going all out, or at least presumably, because like at least from my understanding at this point, for Isagi, I'd say the puzzle piece eyes are his flow, but every single time we see black eyes on anybody else, that usually signifies their flow. Whether it was Baro awakening to the villain role, whether it was Rin going destructive mode, whether it was Sei increasing the level of the game. Every single person, whenever they've hit a destructive flow and they're not Isagi, they typically have the black eyes. And you can see by how Prince is moving. Like, all of his veins are pressed out. His eyes are black. He's locked in. He's ready. He was insulted by being stopped before. I'm loving it. I like that. I like that. Okay, so we're seeing him go all out. Sure, he's still not sweating, but this is pretty darn close. Not good enough, you little brat. I don't know. Prince, like, I really like Noah, but I think Prince has become my favorite of all the masters that we've seen so far. Even Loki, whatever preview we got of him previously, I think Chris just hits different. I love the menace and the chaos behind Prince. It's so beautiful. I love it. In your dreams, world's number 2. Your opponent's the world's number 1. And that's crazy. Chris is a huge dude, but Noah's just able to palm him. Hey, stay there. Calm down. Chill out, buddy. Slow your roll there, pal. I love it. Your opponent's the world's number 2. Into the line, Chris. You're in my way. But he fell out of flow, dog. You can't fall out of flow like that. Right back at you, narcissist. World's number 1 and number 2 players duel for the last time. Next time, after a fierce slugfest. Wow. It concludes. It is next chapter. It's over. Heart of the Sword. All right, here it comes, the climax. Chapter's worthy. I'll draw it again. I don't think I need to go over why this chapter's worthy. It's Isagi making everyone a pet, putting everyone in the pound. Like, he's literally just silent on everybody. Beautiful chapter, beautiful art, beautiful character work. It's all amazing. I can't wait to see y'all in the next review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that little notification bell so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below. You can support for as low as $1 a month. Get exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member to the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. And thank you guys so much for watching once again. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is that guy with a nail clipper writing off.